following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the June, what is it, 18th, 19th, 18th? 618. I should remember that. It is the June 18th Trader's Edge show. Today is a fantastic Friday. Thanks so much for being here. And we're going to go ahead and get the show started here relatively early. Right now, we've got each of the U.S. indices are trading lower. The Dow's off 426. The S&P's down 38. So we'll get into those markets. But I would absolutely love to hear from you. And the easiest way to do that is give us a call at 877-927-6648. We've got call-ahead seating, so you'll be expedited right to your table once you give us a holler. If you can't call in, well, we've got you covered there too. You can always send me an email. That would be steve@tfnn.com. But inside that subject heading, if you would be kind enough to put radio show question, and in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on fantastic, fabulous Friday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. As I mentioned, all the U.S. indices trading to the downside. A spot volatility index is trading up by 9%. It's up above the its 50-day exponential moving average. And that's always a bummer for the S&P 500. Gold is off $2. Silver is up 15 cents. Light sweet crude up 62 pennies. 30-year Treasury up one full tick. Trading out at 160 and 24.30. Leading the charge dollar-wise, the upside, you've got Shopify up $21, NVIDIA 19, CI International 17, HubSpot 17, Roku 16 change. To the downside, I can't tell you. I see the system is a little bit messed up there, so we won't go into what's trading to the downside because that will be totally out of order. But let's do this here. We've got one question in the queue. Let's go ahead and knock out that question, and we'll go take a look at the indices out here. That is, unless we get a caller. The first question coming from Vicky A. And Vicky is interested in buying COP. COP is ConocoPhillips. And the question is, what's a good entry price? So what we know right now here, Vicky, is that today is going to be, or appears to be, day number one below the bottom of its daily profile. So that's a suggestion there's a change in trend. We're going to go try to figure out where price is headed to. Strictly from a profile standpoint, it's not clear right now. The reason it's not clear is price is trading at about 58.11, 58.12, and 58.19 is the top of that weekly profile. So watch 58.19. If price closes below that level, then you're getting the signal of a further retracement from the daily profile and the weekly profile. Now let's pull over our white background chart. And what you're asking for is an entry area. Instead, what we're going to have to do is give you some target levels, but then what you'll need to really do is look at the short-term time frame charts to see if there's any kind of a signal of a turn. So when we look at the daily chart for ConocoPhillips, what we see out here is wave number 7 top, but prices below that daily profile. The next target to the downside is going to be 57.05. I am not saying that is an entry price, but it is one potential entry price level. Let's take a look at the weekly, again with our white background charts out here. That's got 57.47 written all over it. This is 57.05. So, yeah, that could be an entry price into ConocoPhillips. Ideally, as price is moving down there, you want to see something like this. This is the 30-minute time frame chart. It has not yet generated the bullish reversals. Don't it got a hammer candle back here. But price needs to close above this red line, the oscillator and change line, to suggest that it indeed has bottomed. That is based upon the 30-minute time frame chart. As far as the 65-minute chart out here for COP, it's got a TD 9-count bottom. Yeah, so there's some potential here, but you've really got to get confirmation, or you'd like to get confirmation, even on a 15-minute chart out here. So you see on the 15-minute chart, it generates this nice Rhodes momentum indicator signal. It never confirms because you didn't get the bullish reversal signal. Nonetheless, price found resistance where it should have. The top of that profile for a 15-minute time frame of 59.20. So it doesn't appear to be out of the woods, certainly trying the counter trend rally. But, Vicky, I believe 57.05 is the area that you want to be looking at, and maybe that occurs over the course of the next couple of trading sessions. So thanks for writing in. Hope that helps you out. No other questions at the moment. So now let's go take a look at what's going on inside the equity markets out here. And to do that, where are we going to begin? We're going to begin with the daily and weekly equity profile levels. So here's what we know right now. The ES Mini isn't looking good. Combination of the spot volatility index trading above its 50-day exponential moving average. By the way, the 50-day exponential moving average for the spot volatility index right now is 1861, and price is trading at 1917. Now back to those TAS market profiles out here. So this could be signaling to you and I that the ES Mini is going to target 4150. Could be signaling that. The reason why it could be signaling that is because right now the NQ is saying, I am not going south. Sorry. And the reason that it's saying that, one, we have an A to B equals CD to the upside. The type of A to B equals CD that suggests that the NQ should target 14,545, or in that general area. Now, 1-to-1 area projection is 14,311. So that would be the first top to the upside. In order for that to come to fruition, what the NQ needs to continue to do is close above resistance, that being the top of its slightly bearish structured daily profile. And that's at 14,013. That was tested and that was rejected earlier in the day. Don't know whether it will hold throughout the day, but at this stage here, it has, and it's saying, sorry, guys and gals, I am not headed lower. Now, what the rest of the markets want to do, well, that's really up to them. Well, if you take a look at the rest of the markets, one of those rest of the market areas would be the Dow. And inside the Dow, price has gotten back, and it's tested within 1 point, the bottom of that weekly profile. I believe it was 1 point, 33.1. No, I take that back. 33.149 is the bottom of the profile. No, it was exactly. The low is 33.158. The bottom of the profile, 33.149. Out there. Look, that it qualifies as a test and rejection. So we've got the Dow and the NQ that are generating totally different signal information than the ES and the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 now trading below the bottom of its daily profile, 2259. You'd certainly want to watch that come day's end. And it is trading below the center of its bearish structured weekly profile. A close below 2250 today suggests that we could see the Russell 2000 move to 2181. Again, totally different messages in each of these equity futures contracts, which makes it slightly difficult to generate a good call. However, let's go from here to my 8-panel set of charts out here. So let me get that set up. And in the 8-panel charts, let's begin by taking a look at the strong instrument, the strong indice, and that is the NQ. So we're going to change screens out here. It'll take me just a moment to do that. Hopefully what you now see are 8 small, not too small, little boxes that show the different multiple time frames we look at. The NQ, a monthly, a weekly, a daily, 30-minute, 60-minute, 120, 240, and 5-hour. That's the 300-minute charts out here. So we take a look at the monthly chart. No damage out here on a monthly basis. So take a look at the weekly chart. Really no damage out here from a weekly level. We're going to have a higher closing, or we may have a higher closing high this week. If you take a look at the daily time frame, we've already been through that. There is no topping signal on the daily time frame inside of the Dow Equity Future contract. And now the 30-minute has generated a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. Nice little piercing candle happened around the noon time frame. Price right now is up above its red oscillator and change line. If price can close above 14,119, the NQ is going to signal it's going to rally into the close out there. So that's the next resistance level that price might need, that price does need to get above. And where can it rally to? Well, I would say the 14,136 level would be a target, 14,138. That would be a level that would be a likely further rally. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So in finishing our analysis on the NQs out here, you've got valid bottoming signal for the 30-minute and for the 60-minute. The 60-minute is a TD9 count pattern. That's where I came up with that price objective, which is its oscillator and change line, the 14,138 level. But first, you've got to watch that 30-minute chart. Price has got to close above that red oscillator and change line. So that's what's going on inside the NQ. If we go take a look at the Dow out here and take a look at its messages, we already know that the Dow has made its way back to levels of support. We looked at the bottom of the weekly profile. Well, on a weekly basis, it also happens to be its TD9 breakout level, and that's at 33,157. Again, the low today, 33,158. If we take a look at the daily time frame, today is going to be bar number 9. Bar number 9 forming above 33,120. 33,120 is a TD9 breakout level. That's a signal of a bottom. If we look at the 30-minute chart, you've got a nice TD9 Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. Again, what price is doing, it's struggling at that red oscillator and change line. That line was created so that you and I would understand when a retracement was just a retracement back to support, when counter trend rallies were just that, and right now we have to term this just a counter trend rally. But if price can close above that, and really where price would need to close above would be 33,361, then that would signal that there may be a bottom in place for the Dow. If you take a look at the 60-minute time frame chart, this generated Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. Don't have any other bottoming signals for the 122.40 or the 300, but we do have certainly bottoming signals in the 30 and the 60-minute time frame. 33,382 is the top of the 60-minute profile, so a close above that would be a signal that price should go target 33,734. So that's what's going on with the YM, with the Dow Equity Future Contract. If we go take a look at the ES Mini, again, just getting a big overall view and picture. So the NQ and the Dow, very easy for us to say, okay, those have bottom because of what's going on their larger time frames, testing some key levels and rejecting those. Inside the ES Mini, I don't have that at all. What we do have is just simply bottoms that are attempting to be formed on the 30-minute, on the 60-minute, on the 120-minute, no bottoming signal on the 240 or the 5-hour chart out here. So, yeah, I'm slightly confused with regard to the ES Mini, what its real intentions are at this stage. At this stage here. It's got valid tops, no question about that. In fact, this week it's going to confirm a weekly Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal out here. But nonetheless, during the day today, and that's what it's really all about, you're going to want to watch that oscillator and change line level. About where we're trading right now, 41.76. It closed about 41.76 on a 30-minute basis. Says we go test the 41.87 area. And it closed about 41.87. That's going to suggest we can see a run up to, at least a run up to the 42.20 level. Or it could be signaling a bottom. But from the daily standpoint, there's nothing here for you and I, even the weekly standpoint, for you and I to hang our hat on to suggest that that is the outcome. Now let's go finish this off and take a look at the Russell 2000. Again, we're looking at our 8 different panels. Russell 2000 on a monthly basis has a TD9 count top. It's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top on the weekly basis. It doesn't have any kind of topping signal on the daily. That doesn't mean that price can't pull back. In fact, we know it's below the bottom of its daily profile, and so its target is its TD9 breakout area of 2201. The short-term time frame, the 30-minute, has a nice Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. That's the only bottoming signal out here, the short-term time frame. So again, we have different messages. Each of these equity futures contracts is providing us with different messages, making it somewhat complicated to determine what the market's real intentions are. Well, we've got additional signals for us to look at, and this comes day's end. The first is going to be that spot volatility index. If the spot volatility index closes back below 1861, right now you're trading at 1922, well, then the signal there is that the S&P 500 and the ES Mini still are in bullish mode out there. Now, we say that because of just simply doing a simple study of understanding how the S&P 500 generally trades when the spot VIX index is above or below the 50-day exponential moving average. That's what really the bottom panel is, and that's what each of those squares, rectangles are. So you go do that work yourself, and you'll kind of get the feel for what it is that I take a look at. If we look at the New York Stock Exchange and its advanced decline oscillator, its current print is minus 172.57. If you're going to ask me the question, it's a great tool, by the way. If you're going to ask me the question, where do bottoms and or bounces form in the New York Stock Exchange, the answer would be once that advanced decline oscillator gets to the minus 150 level. Well, guess what? We're there. You don't see the chart? Oh, bummer. Sorry about that. Know how to change that. That was my fault. So here's this chart. What did I show before? Oh, I was trying to show you this chart. So here, that wasn't it. It was this chart. Yeah. So it's this chart here that shows the S&P 500 up top. Bottom is the spot volatility index, and the red line is its 50-day exponential moving average. And then I've got some areas that I've identified to show you what the general market behavior of the S&P 500 is in relationship to that 50-day exponential moving average. Then what I did was went back here and said, hey, now let's take a look at the New York Stock Exchange and take a look at its advanced decline oscillator. You might ask the question, hey, Steve-O, great question, by the way. What is an advanced decline oscillator? Very simply, it is the difference between the 39 and 19 period. In this case here, it's a daily chart. So the 39 and 19 period exponential moving averages. It is the difference between the two. That's what an oscillator is. Oscillator is measuring the difference between two things. In this case here, we're taking a look at those two exponential moving averages in order to create that advanced decline oscillator. When price is above its zero threshold level, it means that buyers are in control. When it's below the zero threshold level, it means sellers are in control. But you can't stop there. We've got to understand where is oversold, which, by the way, is plus 150. Where is overbought, plus 150. Where is oversold, minus 150. Now, it doesn't mean that price has to stop here. What you need to know, and what I'd like you to know, is that the New York Stock Exchange has moved into that oversold bounce or bottom type area. So when you take a look at what's going on with the NQ, take a look at what's going on with the Dow, today's close is going to be hopefully very helpful to help us identify what the market is communicating to us. But you should anticipate. Let me just take my cursor. Let's take a look at the last time we were down here. Here's your now got down to the minus 220 level. That was back on the trading day of May 12th. Here's another minus 150 range and a bottom. That was March 24th. And trust me, everybody on March 24th was also thinking that the world was coming to an end because nobody was using the advanced decline oscillator to understand how it works, when it bottoms, when it gives us those nice oversold readings. So go do this work yourself. Should be pretty easy to do. And so its message is to anticipate and expect a bounce or a bottom inside the equity markets. It is that simple. It doesn't mean it starts today, but it is coming to a screen near you in the very near future. We've got a caller on the line. Let's go out to Earl. Earl, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
I got stopped out at SLV like a million other people, and I was looking for an entry point if you could take a look at it.
Sure. So to try to come up with an entry point inside of SLV, we really need to know what's going on inside the silver contract. And right now, that is the July contract. Yeah. So what I'm going to do for you, Earl, is I'm going to switch from the SLV charts and go take a look at our 9 or 8 paneled silver charts, just to try to assist us with what it's signaling to us. So first, if I go to the very long-term time frame, and Earl, we're about to go to a break. Can I ask you to hang on through this break? We'll come right back and we'll take a look at the silver.
Sure, I'll be here. Yeah.
You bet. So we'll be back in just a few with Earl taking a look at silver, high-ho silver, currently traded at $25.96. We'll be right back.
Are you having fun trading the markets, but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're on the line with Earl. We're taking a look at silver. Earl, during the break, I was studying the charts, those 8-panel charts, and they just aren't providing us with any real bottoming information. You're asking about, hey, where is a buy point inside of SLV? So I've shifted gears on you. And instead, we're going to take a look at this 4-panel chart here that takes a look at the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly time frame. So the first thing that I would point out to you here is that silver ran into resistance at the top of its quarterly, at the top of its monthly profile out here. And that was in the 28.45, 28.61 level. So resistance is held. What we know about the daily time frame is support has failed. So support has failed. It says, okay, where do we go next? When you get below the bottom of a daily profile, I then like to go look at the weekly profiles to make a determination where price is likely targeting. That range, Rich, is between 2306 and 2425. If you're asking me the question, this is carte blanche without even knowing what kind of pattern might be forming on the daily time frame, which I would like to know if price gets down there. But that, in essence, is your buy zone, 2306 to 2425 on the silver contract. And then you just, when you see that, then you could take your shot at the SLV. And so no bottoming signals on the daily time frame. It suggests moving back to the 25-ish type area. So I think you've got to be patient for a while. When we take a look at this, then maybe to help us confirm that, what we do is we go over and we take a look at the U.S. dollar. We take a look at the U.S. dollar, gold. In fact, if we look at this chart right here, this is gold on the left, silver in the center, U.S. dollar on the right. What we know about the U.S. dollar index, it's strong like bull. It has sliced right through the 0.68 retracement from high to low. That suggests that it wants to now at least go target 92.59. Now, silver and gold today have held up pretty well. In fact, we aren't even below yesterday's lows, so that's somewhat promising out here. But that doesn't mean that they're getting ready to take off topside, because the U.S. dollar index, at least at this point in time, is not giving us any kind of signs of a top. So I'd be patient if I were you in getting back into the silver trade. And let's just try to tie all this stuff together. Maybe we see the Dow generate some kind of topping signal, but that may not come until it gets up to the 93.43 level out there. So, Earl, based on taking a look at that analysis, those charts, what questions do you have that I can assist with?
Well, should I, I guess what You've encapsulated it well. I should be looking at the dollar and anything else like the 10-year Treasury, or what other indicators should I be looking at?
Well, I mean, so yeah, we look at the dollar, but as I said, the dollar's had a nice move today, and both gold and silver have not taken out their lows of yesterday. So that's a positive sign for precious metals. We can't just use one thing necessarily.
No, I know. That's why I was saying dollar, 10-year Treasury, Japanese yen. There's different things to look at. I know.
Sure. So I try to maybe understand that, get that bigger picture out there. And then what I like to do is, so let's say that silver was forming a bottom out here. One of the things that I would look for, I don't think I have the silver chart to be able to do this, but I certainly do for gold. You could do the same thing. Now, you may not be able to do it. The software that I use allows me to do this. What I mean by that, Earl, specifically, is allows me to take a look at how an instrument is trading in multiple currencies. And so when you can see an instrument rising in, let's say, the primary core currencies, the U.S. dollar, the euro, the yen, and the pound, then you may have some kind of bottom, because you've got a worldwide rally going on. I would say as price gets down to that range that I gave you, which were the bottom of the bullish structured weekly profile, here's where I would shift over to, is try to understand how now is silver trading on desks around the globe. If it's rallying on desks around the globe, that's your signal that, okay, now is the time to go ahead and step in. At least logically, that's the time to step in. Make sense?
Okay. That's good. That's good information.
Perfect.
More than I had. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks so much for calling, Earl, and have a great weekend. Be safe out there. And
thank you.
Let me see here. I think we've got some additional questions, folks, that have come in by email. So let me get to those before the day gets ahead of us. The first one coming in from David H. And David H. wants to take a look at ticker symbol SQ. SQ is square. And I need to get my other charts here rolling as well. So give me a moment to get those up and running. So we take a look at square. It's trading above the top of the daily profile, bullish. Above the top of the weekly profile, bullish. And inside the monthly profile. So the next upside target is going to be the top of that monthly profile are 256.77. Square is trading at 239.14. David's question is, Steve, do you think Square will take out the high of 341.70? Well, that I don't know. So, yeah, that I don't know. But, okay, of May 7th, by this afternoon. May 7th. Okay, so let me see. What are you taking a look at out here? Here's May 7th. There's 14 million shares that traded on that day, David, and today you're at 5 million shares. Granted, on May 7th, it was less summertime trading as currently, but either way, it doesn't have the conviction that it's telling me it wants to take out that high. But this Square does suggest to us that it wants to continue to move higher out here. Higher to where? That's a great question. So now we pull up our white background charts, David, and that says that the next price target to the upside is probably 249.96. Today is going to become bar number 7 of a TD9 count. There's an A to B equals CD to the upside. Let's go take a look at that out here. Let's draw that, and that's going to also give us a price target area. That A to B equals CD is going to look like this. Our A point that I'm using out here is the low from May 19th. The high I'm using is from June 1st, and it looks like the low is going to be June 10th. 1-to-1 takes us to 34.85, 1.272, 254. So, hey, will it take out that high you're looking at May 7th by this afternoon? Likely not. But is this Square likely headed higher? The answer is yes. Is this a confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside? The answer there is absolutely. So, and more likely than not, this is going to target the 266 level. So, David, I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. Next question coming in from Rich. Rich wants to take a position in Mosaic. MOS is the ticker symbol. You've got a long-term position. You appreciate the analysis on levels where you could add more or consider selling. So as we take a look at Mosaic, boy, that broke through consolidation. We had that pattern in there, and that made its full measured move out here. Now, the question is, has it bottomed? That's really the question, because price is below the bottom of its weekly profile, 30.92. We have not seen it close, so let me open this up here. So in essence, what Mosaic is generating for, you can see the A to B equals CD pattern. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that just to uncloud the screen. And what I want you to really notice here is that I'm going to ask you this question. Do you see a change in trend signal as we speak right now, and why is it a change in trend signal? Now, that's going to give me just that second here just to take a little swig of water. That's a technical term, by the way, for those of us that are, talking for about an hour straight out here. And so we need to, wet that whistle. The answer is because this is the first time we're seeing a close below the bottom of a weekly profile. Otherwise, that has been, in essence, a buy the dip type area. So Mosaic is signaling to us that this is a change in trend, and that says, okay, we need to go take a look at the weekly time frame chart and see what kind of signals that is generating for us. Wait a minute. I'm on Square, not Mosaic. So it would be helpful if I actually had the correct ticker symbol. I'll tell you what, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get that set up as we go into this breakout here. So I'll get some Mosaic set up. You get ready to come back, and we'll take a look at Mosaic. There's some other requests that are out here. Verizon looks like one. MARA is another. And we'll get to those as well. We'll be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back. We're taking a look at Mosaic. Ticker symbol is MOS. This is for Rich, and Rich has already a long-term hold on this, and he's asking, hey, where can I add, or maybe where should you consider selling? So let me tell you what the daily time frame chart signals are providing us with. Yesterday was a TD9 count bottom, and that says yesterday's low is really critical for this trade. If we see a close below 30.05, we're trading at 30.15. If we see a close below 30.05, the message there, Rich, is that price is going to go target 26.50. If price closes above 30.05, then that signals we can see the oscillator change line has changed colors. That signals we could see at least some type of rally or counter trend rally. This could even be the bottom to add to the position. Now, in order for that to occur, we would need to go to the short-term time frame charts, for example, like a 30-minute, and see some kind of a bottoming pattern out here. Do we have that? We have the attempt of a bottom, Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom on the 30-minute chart out here. Price is going to need to close above 30.50. If you see it close above 30.50, that at least says we should see that rally up to the oscillator and change line, and it could be a bottom. And so this would be a place where you could add. Now, the fly in the financial ointment is most certainly the weekly, because on the weekly chart, price is below that bottom of its profile. And so ideally, you'd see it close above 30.92 to say this is the area where you would add. Because if we don't, this could still pull back to 21.40. That's not what I'm seeing right now. The confirmation, though, of heading back towards that level would be closing below yesterday's low. So that's why that 30.05 level is going to really be key to answering that question for you. So I hope that helps you out. Right now, you're kind of I'll tell you exactly where you're at, because price is still above that 30.05. You should stay with the trade. You shouldn't exit it. Should you add to it? Again, that potential to add to it, I'd have to say, comes with a close above 30.50. So I hope that helps you out, Rich. Thanks so much for waiting during the break. The next question is from Johnny D. And Johnny D wants to take a look at ticker symbol VZ, Verizon. And Johnny's question is VC in an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside? So let's go take a look at it. What Johnny is likely looking at is the swing point out here from the trading day of May 27. That did volume of 30 million shares. You are down below that level, but right now you're down with 17 million shares. So it is not going to have the volume it needs to confirm an A to B equals CD. That does not mean that it's not in an A to B equals CD pattern. Now, that may be confusing to you, and if it is, well, then you're about to learn something, I hope. And that is that just because you close below a swing point with lighter volume doesn't mean you're not going to go ahead and still fulfill that A to B equals CD pattern out there. It just is we give it more emphasis when you cruise through a swing point with volume. So the A to B equals CD to the downside. Right now we're going to say, yeah, unless price closes back above 56.02, you're at 55.81. So the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD gets you down to the 53.78 level out there, and that is inside of Verizon. That's taking a look at the daily time frame. Price also below the bottom of its daily profile. Price is now below its weekly profile level, which is 56.11, and it's below the monthly profile level. So the message from a profile standpoint for Verizon is it wants lower price, and we've got that AB equals CD pattern out there. Price is also below a TD9 breakout level of 56.17. That suggests a move to at least 55.29, and that's from the daily time frame out there. So with regard to Verizon, your question specifically was, is it an A to B equals CD to the downside, and what would be the possible target? And I don't think I gave you the target, so let me do that here. That 1-to-1 target is 53.78. However, that retracement is less, the B to C leg is less than a 0.618 retracement. And that says we could be looking at 52.74. So no confirmed A to B equals CD, but it still may be an A, B equals CD pattern out there, and I do hope that helps. The next one coming from Susanna in Canada. She wants to take a look at MARA. That is Marathon Digital Holdings. Your analysis, please. Daily oscillator and change line, so on and so forth. So right now, price is trading with inside a bearish structured daily profile. So your key level of resistance here is 32.06. If price can close above 32.06, then you're looking at a run maybe to the 40 level. 40.04 is the top of its weekly profile level, and 35.38 is the top of the monthly profile. So your resistance level above 32.06 is 35.38 and 40.04. This is Marathon Digital. Let's go take a look at my other white background charts out here. The oscillator and change line for the daily time frame is 26.27. The TD9 breakdown level, its upside price target would be 36.23. Yeah, 36.23. That's the daily. On the weekly out here, the upside price target would be a move up to 33.84. And I guess that's all I've really got for you. You had asked about Harmony as well, HMY. I'm just going to pull up Harmony on the black background charts and not worry about populating the other charts out here. And so in the case of Harmony, its next area of support is 410. You're trading at 417. If price can get below 410, then you're looking at likely price testing approximately 375. And anything below 375 says that Harmony Gold runs down to 235. 235 would be the bottom of its monthly profile. So, Susanna, I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. The next question here coming from Dave in, I'm not sure where Dave is at, but Dave is looking for an entry point into Fuel Cell. FCEL is the ticker symbol. So let's go populate our black background charts out here. Fuel Cell, trading below the daily profile. That immediately sends us over to the weekly to look for a support level. Well, it happens to have a weekly bullish structured profile that price is trading within. Therefore, what it's signaling to you and I is the next area of support, because you're looking for an entry point, may be between 733 and 825. If price closes below 733, well, then your entry point is going to be about 437 out there. Is that where we're going right now? No, that's not the signal that we have. But let's take a look at the daily, weekly white background chart, see what kind of signal information we've got, if any, out here. The 838 is a level to watch. Today is going to become bar number 6 of a TD9 count. I am not saying this is going to form a TD9 count. It did at the top. That was at its high. So you're certainly going to watch that pattern out there. That says that if it is going to form a TD9 count bottom, that's going to take place. That's going to take place. Day 6. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe Thursday of next week. But watch 838. A close below that says it wants to head lower. The weekly time frame chart, nothing additional here to assist us. Again, you've got that buying zone area, 733 to 825. And that's all she wrote. That's all that I've got there for you, Dave. So you're looking for an entry point. Watch that area on the weekly time frame. As price gets there, give me a shout back. We'll take a look at what the chart patterns are showing inside the fuel cell, what's going on the 30-minute time frame, things of that sort for you. So thanks so much for writing in. So, folks, let's see. Right now we've got the Dow off 452, the S&P 42, the NDX is off 85. There is a question I see in the Tiger's Den coming from John. Happy birthday, by the way, John. Looks like the gold contract 10-minute is carving out an exact 1768 double bottom low. So I don't know if that was a statement or a question, but let's do this. We're going to come back from the breakout here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at Goldilocks, try to get a feel for what it is signaling to us. And we will specifically look at that 10-minute chart for John, who is probably turning the ripe old age of 35, 36 today. Oh, it's good to be young. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. So as we close out the show, we're going to go take a look at the Goldilocks out here. John in the Tiger's Den was talking about how gold had gotten back and it was retesting its prior lows, creating, what one could refer to as a double bottom. Well, in addition to that, John, and it was a 10-minute time frame that you were looking at, and it's a 10-minute chart that we have on our screen. What you also had occurring was a TD 9-count bottom. The low took place out here. The low that was important was the bar following bar number 9. That's that nice red bar out there, that taking place with a low of 1768.40. And as long as price doesn't close below that, you've got a valid bottoming signal. In addition, on the very next bar, what you had out there was a bullish piercing candle. That was confirming a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. So if the question is the 10-minute giving us a bottoming signal, the answer is absolutely. Right now, price is inside its profile. And inside its profile, which is 1771, that's the bottom, 1773.50, that's the center, 1775.70, that's the top. Those are going to be the battlegrounds, those resistance levels, because at the center is both buyers and sellers, and at the top is where there's only sellers. If Peter Sellers is around and he can get above 1775.70, then that's going to tell you about a move up to 1781. Does it tell us about a larger term bottom in gold? Absolutely not. Does it tell us about a consolidation that could be going on inside the 10-minute? Yeah, because not only did you have a double bottom, you also had a double top. So, yes, we see that signal out there that may just simply say we're going to consolidate and gold's going to go ahead and make that move. You know where the battlegrounds are on the 10-minute time frame, and best of luck to you on that trade. And again, happy birthday out there. So, folks, that is in essence the end of the show. We've got about 10 seconds here before we start heading into that hard break music out there. So have a fantastic weekend. Thanks so much for being here all week. Thanks for all the questions that have come in by email, phone, inside the Tiger's Den. Always makes this show go very quickly. So thanks for doing that. Have a great weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you back on Magical Marvelous Monday. Take care, folks.